Hey guys, it's Nolan here with 4 Player Network, and I'm talking to Jeremy Griner, the brand and PR manager at Deep Silver, and we're talking about Metro Last Light, the gameplay. So a couple of quick questions. We just played the demo, and so one of the things that I liked about the last game was that there was a difference in ammo type. So you had like a custom-made ammo and a military-grade ammo. So I noticed that some of the ammo I was picking up had a little like gold symbol on it. Like I guess that's the currency as well.
Yep, it's that military-grade ammunition that you can use as powerful ammunition in some of your automatic weapons that shoot that type.
Okay.
Or you can use it as currency in our station cities to upgrade your weapons and do different things with that.
All right, good. That's still there. So we already we talked to Dimitri about the morality system that's in the game, and so that's still in there as well. And it's really, I assume it's just as subtle as it was in the other in Metro 2033.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows now that 2033 had 2 endings, and there was a karma/morality type of system kind of working in the shadows in the back end that wasn't blatant like you normally see in games.
Yeah,
Typically
it wasn't
in games,
as obvious.
there's like a conversation tree, and you make a decision because you want an outcome. So you're really not making a decision. Whereas in 2033, it was more of kind of introspective at the end. If you did get the alternate ending, it was because you made all those decisions without knowing it.
Yeah.
Obviously something like that will be in this game. How that's employed, ultimately, we'll keep for final box. But yeah, it worked really well, and I think it's pretty cool.
So Dimitri was telling us that only 3% of the people got the light ending on Metro 2033, and I assume that's just because they didn't know the karma system was implemented. Do you think now that people know that's in there, maybe more people will be making the more positive moral choices?
Yeah, perhaps. That now that it's out there. But I think ultimately, once you get into a game experience and an immersive one like Metro, highly atmospheric, narrative-driven, you're going to lose any sort of like preconceived objectives, and you're going to play it. You're going to play it as a gamer.
Yeah. Okay. So this game is based off the dark ending of Metro 2033. Are the dark ones going to make an appearance, or how heavily will they be in the game?
Yeah. So we go off the ending where Artyom has destroyed all the dark ones. He and Miller found D6, and now in Last Light, it's kind of a journey of atonement, redemption, kind of exploration and finding what actually really happens. And early in the game, you'll actually learn that a Dark One has survived, and it's a child. And everyone is vying for power in the Metro for various reasons, for control of D6, for control of the Dark One, and why is what really unfolds during the narrative.
Yeah. Okay. So there just happened to be one scene where some enemies were talking about safety conditions and stuff like that. Is just kind of, were they just talking, or is that actually going to take count into the game, like maybe an interaction with them at all, or?
You never know. Like,
okay.
in the world of Metro, there are all kinds of conversations going on, and you're not forced down a path to speak with everyone and listen to everyone. But a lot of times, if you do, you learn a lot of nuggets of information that really set the context of what you're doing and why, or what you did, or where you're going to go, and really just fill out that full narrative experience.
Okay. Are there going to be any like story-related side quests? At one point, we ventured off the regular path into the side area. We got some new weapons and stuff. Are there going to be any like story-related side quests that have something to do with like the ranger stations up top, or?
Right. There is exploration. I wouldn't say there's side quests or fetch quests or things like that you'd see in other genres. But yeah, you do explore, and typically that's when you're rewarded with military-grade ammunition, with collectibles, with a lot more story. Very rarely do you get those kinds of things off fallen bodies and right down the critical path. So you are rewarded for that exploration.
So when you're in, there's gaseous environments and radioactivity, and so you wear your filter or your mask, and you have a filter that you can exchange. And one of the things I noticed was on the watch, the filter time was actually going up. Does the filter recharge over time, or?
No, the time actually goes up when you're not using the gas mask. So when you're not using it, that's telling you time of day. And so if you ended up going to the surface, that time of day is what time of day it will be at the surface.
Okay,
so
okay.
Sometimes you may even want to plan to go up there during daylight as opposed to sunset.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then when you do have the gas mask on and you're actually using the filter,
it'll switch to the time on the filter.
It goes down, and then you start wheezing, and you start realizing, it's time to swap it out. Yep.
Okay. We didn't get into too much filter usage in the game. I know the last one had your gas mask could be destroyed. I assume that's going to be there as well, right?
For sure. Yeah, it gets all damaged up, and you have to swap it out for a better one. There's a lot of the game where you use the gas mask, and that's how we deliver the feeling of claustrophobia, both above ground and underground. So when you're above ground and you have that gas mask on, and it's getting cracked, and you have to wipe it, and you have to scrape around looking for more filters, that's how you still feel that really tense, claustrophobic, type of experience.
Now, the claustrophobia is definitely there when we were underground. I mean, we were in some hallway systems with spiders that would climb on the ceiling, or spider-like creatures, and the claustrophobia was definitely there when we were down there. All right, well, I think that's all the questions I have for now. Thank you for talking with us.
Cool, thanks for having me.
Do you have any more else you want to add?
Yeah, just pick up Metro Last Light on May 14th. Ships on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and PC.
All right, y'all heard it here. Thanks for tuning in to 4 Player Network. We'll be back later with more PAX East news. Thanks.